until module 5 complete. Okay, complete module 5 and module 1 until half wave rectifier. How much ever I do in half wave rectifier. See, after now I'll go with the DC equivalent circuits. Okay, equivalent circuits. I'll go with the equivalent circuits. Okay, first I'll teach you the equivalent circuits. Then after that I will teach you the DC load line. Then after that it is half wave rectifier only. Okay, rectifiers. In rectifiers, the first one is half wave rectifier, then you have full wave, then you have full wave bridge rectifier. Okay, like that you have other topics. So I will be giving until half wave rectifier. So you people have to prepare until half wave rectifier for your first IA. Okay, I've already set the question paper also. Okay, so this is all related to the IA syllabus and whatever we have seen before. And now let me go to the equivalent circuits. Equivalent circuits. Okay, equivalent circuits in the sense, see, what does it mean is, see, let me consider that I have some circuit like this. Okay, so let me consider that I have some circuit like this. Okay, so this is a diode, this is a voltage source, and this is a resistance, some resistance. Now I need to find what will be the current flowing through this resistor. Okay, so in that case, here I have a diode. Okay, so this diode should be replaced with something so that I'll be able to find out the current. Okay, either this should be replaced with the voltage source, resistor, capacitor, whatever you want to replace, you can replace. Okay, so with what I need to replace this circuit so that I'll be able to find current through it. Okay, that in order to get all this, we are trying to learn the DC equivalent circuits. Okay, DC equivalent circuit. The first one in this equivalent circuit is ideal diode. Ideal diode. Ideal diode. So what do you mean by ideal diode? What do you mean by ideal diode? What do you mean by ideal diode? Ideal means what? Perfect. Okay, there should not be any deviation in its working. Okay, so how it has to, like whenever we are developing something, we'll fix that. That is my final target. Okay, so that target is ideal. Maybe we may or we may not reach that. Okay, but that most perfect thing is nothing but the ideal. Okay, so how will be the ideal characteristics? Can anybody tell me? Will there be any voltage drop across the device? So take the same circuit. Will there be any voltage drop across the device? Okay, I will only explain you. Ideal case, what it means is when it is reverse bias, there should not be any current flow. Okay, so we are, even though you are increasing VR, your current should not flow. That is what ideally ideal diode characteristics when it is reverse biased. When it is forward biased. Okay, so whatever I have mentioned here, it is nothing but the voltage drop across the device because of the barrier. Okay, so ideally there should not be any barrier, but conduction should happen. So what will happen? The voltage drop across the device will be 0 and the current will start increasing. Okay, it will be increasing like this. Okay, so this is what the ideal diode characteristics. So whenever you are assuming that the diode is ideal, diode is ideal, then in that case you can replace the diode. Okay, so diode again you need to replace it when it is forward biased and also when it is reverse biased. Okay, so forward biased there is no voltage drop, in the sense voltage drop VF will be equal to 0. Voltage drop is 0. Okay, so this is my plus and this is my minus, so VF should be equal to 0. Okay, so when it is forward biased I need to short it. Okay, so this, if this is A and if this is B terminal, so A and B, in between A and B I have to just short it. Okay, so I'll tell you one more thing here. So if the diode if voltage is equal to 0, so you need to, if voltage is equal to 0, then you need to short it. If current is equal to 0, then you need to open it. Okay, open circuit, there won't be any current flow. See, you have already studied basic electrical, right? Yes or no, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
So you know very well about this. What happens when V is equal to 0? What is when current I is equal to 0? So I need not go in depth here. So the voltage drop across the device is 0. So I'm replacing with the short circuit. Instead of this diode, I can replace it with short circuit. If when it is reverse biased, okay, how will you identify whether the diode is forward biased or reverse biased? Check the circuit. Okay, where is it? Oh, I have erased the circuit. Okay, so fine. I have drawn something like this, right? Something like this I have drawn. Okay, so this is my P and this is my N always. So check the connections of P and N diode. So if you observe, P is connected to the positive terminal and N is connected to the negative terminal. So you know that big lead is nothing but the positive and the smaller lead is nothing but the negative. Okay, so N is connected to the negative. So this diode will be forward biased or reverse biased. If P is connected to positive and N is connected to negative, whether the diode will be forward biased or reverse biased?
Forward.
Forward bias. So what you need to do, its equivalent circuit you need to draw as, this is my R. Instead of diode, I'll just replace with short. Okay, so that is what the ideal diode characteristics. In the same way, let me consider I have a circuit like this. Okay, so now tell me whether the diode is forward biased or reverse biased.
Reverse.
Reverse biased. P is connected to negative and N is connected to positive. It is reverse biased. Reverse biased in the sense, and if the diode is ideal diode, okay, only then you can replace this with open. Okay, so this is what for we need this characteristics. Okay, so when it is reverse biased, there should not be any current flow through the device, right? So that is the reason the reverse biased characteristics, the diode should be replaced with open circuit. It should be open. When it is open, the current will not flow through it. Okay, so the current will not flow through it. These are the ideal characteristics of diode. Okay, once again, these are the ideal characteristics of diode. Ideal characteristics of diode, and this is the equivalent circuit. Diode equivalent circuit. When diode equivalent circuit, when it is considered to be ideal case. Okay, hope this is clear to all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so these are the first equivalent circuit, ideal diode. Next is approximate diode characteristics or near ideal diode characteristics. The second equivalent circuit can be drawn for the approximate diode or near ideal diode. It is not exactly the near ideal diode. So it is not exactly the ideal case where the voltage drop across the device will be equal to 0. But it is near ideal. Okay, so in this case, the characteristics will be in this way. This is VF, this is IF, and this is VR, and this is IR. So near ideal diode, in the sense here what we'll do, we'll consider the voltage drop across the device. Okay, so the voltage drop across the device is considered to be 0.7. Okay, so in this case, and when it is reverse bias, it is assumed that there is no current flow. Okay, there is no current flow when it is reverse biased, and when it is forward biased, there is a voltage drop across the device, and the current will increase exactly at 0.7. Okay, so this is what your near ideal diode characteristics. When it comes to the equivalent circuit for the same equivalent circuit for near ideal case, near ideal diode. Okay, so again I have a diode in the circuit. So this is my terminal A, this is my terminal B, forward biased. Okay, when it is forward biased, I have some voltage drop. So this voltage drop can be replaced with the voltage source there. Okay, so this is my P and this is my N. Okay, P is considered positive and N is considered negative. So I can replace this equivalent circuit with Vf is equal to, if it is 0.7, so this is nothing but the knee voltage, it will be 0.7 if it is silicon diode, or if it is 0.3 for germanium diode. Okay, so this can be either 0.7 or 0.3. Okay, SiGe. Okay, so whenever the same circuit will take here. So this is a circuit I have. Now I need to approximate it to near ideal. So in that case, what I can do, see, this is forward bias. When it is forward bias, there is a voltage drop across the device. So I can replace with a voltage source there. Okay, this voltage source Vf. In the question itself, you will mention whether it is silicon made diode or germanium made diode. Okay, so that is how you can replace a circuit. Okay, then comes reverse
Which
bias.
module, madam?
Sir, module 1, sir.
Now you started, or which module you have completed?
Module 5 I have already completed, sir, and now I have started module 1, sir.
Module 1.
Yes, sir.
So which course outcomes will come in module 1?
Module 1, it is related to the rectifiers, photodiodes, Zener diode, and all that, sir.
No, course outcome.
Sir?
Okay. Course outcome, which course outcome?
Yes, sir. Course outcome is related. Yes, sir. Course outcome is related to rectifiers, applications of diodes, sir.
It's okay. Which course outcomes will come in this chapter?
Sir, I
CO1
didn't
or
get it.
CO2
CO1, sir. CO1. CO1, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, your voice is breaking, sir. Sir, until K3 we have.
Which knowledge level will come, madam?
Until K3 we
K3,
have, sir. Analysis. Until analysis right. We have, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Continue.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay, so when the diode is reverse biased, so according to the characteristics, there won't be any current flow. Okay, so the ideal diode can be replaced with open circuit. Okay, so this is A and this is B. So take the same circuit. So when it comes to the reverse biased, so you just observe here, this diode is reverse biased because P is connected to negative and N is connected to positive. So since it is reverse biased, it will be considered to be open. Okay, so this is not exactly real ideal diode, but it is near ideal case. Okay, hope you understood until this near ideal diode characteristics. Is this clear to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So now we'll go to the next third characteristics. So third characteristics are piecewise linear characteristics. Okay, so what we'll do here is like if we have the forward, see, let me consider that there are forward diode characteristics like this. Okay, so from this I can just find out for what value of V, what value of current I'm getting. So let me consider this is 0.7. It's made of silicon. Generally, silicon is more abundantly available on Earth, so that is the reason like most of the diodes or transistors, whatever you take, it is manufactured with silicon mostly. Okay, so let me consider it is silicon diode, so 0.7 here, and let me consider here this current IF will be in milliamperes. So let me assume that at this point I have the current voltage value as 1 volt and the current value as like 30 milliamperes. Okay, so specifically if I want to know the value of the current or the value of the voltage at that particular, I may be knowing the voltage, but I don't know the current. I may be knowing the current, but I may not be knowing the voltage. So in that case, what I can do, I can just use this forward characteristics and I can find it. Okay, but sometimes even this forward characteristics won't be available. Okay, in that case, you have to construct the characteristics. To construct the characteristics, he'll give you some parameters. Okay, so what parameters, how we are going to construct, I'll just explain you in steps. Okay, so but otherwise when we will be using this piecewise linear characteristics is, if the diode forward characteristics are not available, and related to that if he is giving some data, then we will be able to construct the piecewise linear characteristics. So how we are constructing that, we'll see now. Okay, hope you are understanding, right? Hope you are understanding.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let me just go ahead. So here I have some steps to follow. Okay, or I will take a problem and correspondingly I will write the steps also. Okay, so I'll write a problem and I will also explain you the steps here. Okay. So let me take, I'll write the steps here and parallelly I'll take a problem as well. Okay, problem related to this. Okay, so because if I say you take this way, you take this way, you'll not be able to understand. Okay, that is the reason. Let me take the problem. Okay, so note down the question. Note down the question. Construct piecewise linear characteristics. Piecewise in the sense it is a small piece of those linear characteristics. Okay, piecewise linear characteristics for a silicon diode that has dynamic resistance of 0.25 ohms. Okay, dynamic resistance of 0.25 ohms and maximum forward current of 200 milliamperes. 200 milliamperes. Okay, so here what is asking, this piecewise linear characteristics are also said to be the straight line characteristics, straight line approximation. Okay, straight line approximation. Okay, fine, let it be. So here what is asking, construct piecewise linear characteristics for ASI diode that has a dynamic resistance of 0.25 ohms and maximum forward current of 200 milliamperes. So what he is saying, he has given some parameters. So one such parameter is he is mentioning which kind of diode it is. It is silicon diode. So silicon diode, here V gamma is nothing but 0.7. So since he has mentioned solution given, let us write what is given. So given V gamma is 0.7. How he is giving it? He is not directly saying it is 0.7. He is saying that it is a silicon diode. Okay, and then that has dynamic resistance of. Can anybody tell me what is your dynamic resistance?
0.2.
No. Yeah. That he has given. But what is the dynamic resistance? It is nothing but the change in resistance due to the change in input voltage. Okay, so that is given by RD. RD is nothing but how we were doing the RD, like how we were calculating the RD slope, inverse of slope, 1 by slope will give the RD, right? So that he has given as 0.25 ohms, okay, which is also nothing but delta VF by delta IF. So you remember this equation, right? I have written all these equations. Where it is? Dynamic resistance. So RD is nothing but 1 by slope. So 1 by slope is nothing but delta IF by delta VF, which is nothing but delta VF by delta IF is nothing but RD. Okay, so this is what he has given. Okay, RD has given us that much. Okay, then what else he has given? He has given one more parameter also. What is that he has given? Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell me what is that he has given? Maximum forward current. What does it mean? What does it mean? Maximum forward current. Why you are not answering? I have explained you everything, right? Maximum forward current. There is some limitation with maximum forward current. This is what I have explained you yesterday. From yesterday to today only people have forgot. Answer me. Somebody answer me. Jashwant Gowda. Jashwant Gowda. Now, can you please
Hello.
answer me? I'm
Yes,
able
ma'am.
to hear you, ma. Tell me, what is the maximum forward current? You know or not? Quickly
No,
tell
ma'am.
me. No, why you didn't attend yesterday's class?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So any other person? Any other person can tell me what is this maximum forward current? Until you tell me, I will not. I'm not going to proceed. Have you heard this word from me?
Yes, ma'am.
Then what is that? What is that maximum forward current? Whatever you know, you tell me. Somebody is answering. Can you please answer it little loudly, ma, because I'm not able to hear you. Somebody was answering me. Come again.
Value of forward current that a PN junction diode can carry.
Can withstand. That's what. Very good. Thank you, Amandeep. So it is nothing but the maximum. See, I have told you in the forward bias characteristics, right? What I said that there is some limitation on the maximum current. Okay, so this is a maximum value that the diode can withstand. Beyond this, the diode will get overheated. Okay, and if it gets overheated, you will not be able to reuse the diode. Okay, so that is what we have studied. I don't know why you people were not able to recall. At least one person could recall. I'm so happy for that. Okay. So he has also given IF maximum. Okay. IF maximum he has given. It has 200 milliamperes. Okay. This given data, I need to construct the piecewise linear characteristics. Okay, coming to the piecewise linear characteristics, it is a straight line approximation. Straight line approximation in the sense you need to plot. See, as he has mentioned, it is 0.7 silicon is 0.7. So from 0.7 I need to plot a line. Okay, it is a straight line approximation. So I need to draw a straight line with the slope is equal to 0.25. Okay, slope dynamic resistance is equal to 0.25. Okay, from this I can find what will be the slope, right? Slope of the straight line. What will be the slope? Slope will be equal to 1 by RD. Okay, from this I can find the slope. Okay, and he has given one more point. The maximum current that the diode can withstand is 200 milliamperes. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to draw a line from this point to the maximum current to 200 milliamperes. Okay, so this characteristics, whatever I'm constructing, is said to be the piecewise linear characteristics. Are you understanding? Anybody have doubts in what I have told? Please ask me. You want me to explain once again? See, he has given that it is a silicon diode. So 0.7 that I can point out on the VF forward voltage. So I can plot this point, and I need to get one more point to draw the straight line. Okay, so one more point, because I don't know whether my circuit is my characteristics are like this or like this or like this or like this. I don't know. Okay. I don't know, right? So, since I don't know what I need to do, I need to use the given data and I need to find it. Okay, so what is the given data? He has said that the dynamic resistance of the diode is 0.25. It means that he has given the RD value. So you know how to find the RD value. RD value can be found from the characteristics. If these are the characteristics, okay, so the slope of this will give you the invert 1 by slope will give you the dynamic resistance. Okay, so here he has given the dynamic resistance so that you'll be able to find the slope of that line. And even though you know the slope, you need to know one more point also. So that is the reason he has given IF maximum also. Okay, so he gave IF maximum and he's asking you to find out. So what is the IF maximum? He has given 200 milliamperes. I don't know, but this is 200 milliamperes will be this side or this side or this side. I don't know. Okay, so we have to find out. Okay, so if I want to know some point here, somewhere here, I need to know 2 points there. See, this is fine because just 0.7, so I'll have 0.7 comma 0. Okay, 0.7 comma 0 on this x-axis. But if I'm drawing it in the first quadrant, I need to know two values, two coordinates, right? Two coordinates in the sense, one related to the voltage I need to know, the x-axis I need to know, and one related to the y-axis I need to know. But y-axis I know already. He has given it as 200 milliamperes. So I need to find this VA to find, VF. This to find this VF, he has given RD. So let us go ahead with this. Before that, you write the steps now. Okay. So step 1. Step 1, mark VF on horizontal axis. Horizontal axis. That is what I have done here. Okay, so if you just observe, here I have done that only. Okay, just see here. First, what I did, I have plotted 0.7 on x-axis. Horizontal axis is nothing but x-axis. So here I have plotted that point. Okay, 0.7 I have plotted on x-axis. That is what your first point. Second point, second step, step 2. Step 2. Okay, starting from, are you people noting it down? Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Note it down. Starting from VF on x-axis, VF on x-axis or horizontal axis. X-axis. Draw a straight line. Draw a straight line equal to draw a straight line with slope equal to reciprocal of dynamic resistance. Okay, so these are the two steps. So if you just follow these two steps, you'll be able to plot the characteristics. So the reason behind first giving the problem and then explaining you the steps is, like now when I said that mark VF and draw the straight line with the slope equal to reciprocal of dynamic resistance, you are able to understand what are those steps. That is the reason first I've given you the problem and then I came back to steps. Okay. fine. So now let us plot it. Okay, so if I want to plot, I need to see one point I will be easily able to take, that is on x-axis, but on the first quadrant I will not be able to take because I need 2 points, right? So roughly I'll just take the diagram VF IF. Okay, so 1 point I'll draw here. Okay, it is nothing but 0.7 comma 0. Okay, why I'm writing it as 0.7 comma 0, x comma y, right? X value is nothing but 0.7 and y value is nothing but 0. Okay, so that's why I've represented this point as x comma 0.7 comma 0. Okay, now I have one more point. Okay, one more point will be there somewhere. I don't know where exactly that is located. Okay, so the value there is the maximum current there is 200 milliamperes. So x comma y again, x comma y, x value I don't know. So let me write as VF1. Okay, and this y value is nothing but 200 milli, or I'll write as 0.2 amperes. So milli means I have 200 milli. Milli means 10 power. What is milli? 10 power minus 3. Okay, so 200 into 10 power minus 3. So if I want to write this as 10 power 3, I can write as 0.2 into 10 cube. Okay, or like you can just multiply 2 into 10 square, I can write into 10 power minus 3. So it is nothing but 2 into 10 power minus 1, which is nothing but 0.2. Okay, so I'm just like it is so simple. Most of you might know, but I don't want to take a chance with the person who doesn't know. Okay, I don't know how many doesn't know, but just let me just write it. Okay, VF1 comma 0.2. 0.2 is this point. Okay, so just by plotting these two, I'll be able to draw the straight line, but I don't know what is this VF1. Okay, so I need to find VF1. In order to find VF1, he has given one more thing. What is that? RD. RD is nothing but 1 by slope. Okay, so slope is nothing but 1 by RD. So 1 by RD, which is also equal to what will be the slope of this line? Anyway, from here to here, I can take. Okay, so slope of a straight line can be taken from here to here if you take, or here to here if you take, or from here to here if you take. It doesn't matter. From here to here if you take also, it will remain constant only. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll take the slope. Slope is given by change in y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. y2 is nothing but y is nothing but if, change in if divided by change in vf. Okay, change in if in the sense this quadrant. Let me name this as x1 y1. This let me name as, okay, this I'll name as x1 y1. This I'll name as x2 y2. Okay, so change in if in the sense, let me take as 0 minus 0.2. Okay, so y2 minus y1, or y1 minus y2, anything is same only. Okay, fine. Let me write in this way only. And then in the denominator it is I've taken 0 minus 0.2. Okay, then 0.7 minus VF1, 0.7 minus VF1. This entire value is equal to 1 by RD. RD value is given as 0.25. So this will be equal to 100 by 25, which will be equal to 4. Okay, so now my slope will be equal to, slope is equal to 4 is equal to, what is that? 0 minus 0.2 divided by 0.7 minus VF1. Just simplify this. So only unknown is VF1. I can just cross multiply and all that, and I can find it. Okay, so let me write as 0.7 minus VF1 is equal to minus 0.2 divided by 4. Okay, 0.2 divided by 4 is minus 0.05. Okay, so I just want to calculate VF1. Take this VF1 to the other side and take this term to the other side. So VF1 will be equal to 0.7 plus 0.05. Okay, so this point is nothing but 0.75 comma 0.2. That is what the characteristics. So let me just draw it neatly. So now I've got the straight line characteristics, or the piecewise linear characteristics, VF, IF. Okay, so until 0.7 on x-axis and one more 0.75. See, this is nothing but 0.75, right? So 0.75 will be after this only, like somewhere here. So 0.75 comma 0.2 amperes. Okay, so draw this 2 points. Okay, so this is the piecewise linear characteristics, or it is also said to be straight line approximation. Okay, anybody have doubts here, you can ask me. Otherwise, I will show you its equivalent circuit. Anybody have doubts here? Okay, fine. So you understood how to plot this, right? Yes. Have you all understood how to plot this piecewise linear characteristics?
Yes.
And more specifically, when you don't have the forward characteristics, we'll be using this characteristics. Okay, fine. So now coming to the equivalent circuit, piecewise linear characteristics, equivalent circuit. Equivalent circuit. Okay, so its equivalent circuit can be drawn in this way. So if you just observe, that's what. See, let me just take the example. So this is what the example I have. So this is a circuit, this is R, this is some voltage, and this is forward biased. Okay, so I will, as I've already mentioned, I will not bother much about the reverse biased. Okay, so why I'm not bothering about the reverse bias? Because when it is reverse bias, there will be very small current flowing. It will be in the microamperes or nano amperes range, which is very small current. So that's why I will not be bothered about my reverse current in most of the times. Okay, so just come back here. So we are and this is a diode. So here when we were drawing the piecewise characteristics, so again you need to approximate the circuit with piecewise linear characteristics, equivalent circuit. So what we need to do, we have to check what all parameters we need to consider. So if you just recall, I have taken the dynamic resistance into account and also VF into account. Okay, VF is nothing but V gamma into account. So what we'll do, we will write the DC equivalent circuit or the equivalent circuit of the diode as RD, and this is VF. Okay, V gamma or VF. Okay, V gamma. It will be equal to 0.7 for silicon and 0.3 for germanium. Okay, so this way you can replace the ideal piecewise diode. Whenever you have to use piecewise characteristics, then you need to replace this diode with this one, RD, dynamic resistance, and the voltage source. Okay, and the voltage source. Okay, and the current IF will flow through it. Okay, so that is what the piecewise linear characteristics. And here what you can do is, along with this, you can even mention the diode, ideal diode, and you can write here as ideal diode. Okay, ideal diode, it will be just replaced with short, you know very well. Okay, so you can either write this ideal diode or only this much, it's fine. Okay. Ideal diode is just written only to show its current direction. Anyway, here I have represented the current direction. Otherwise, if you just want to show the current direction, you can just plot this. Okay. Now come back to the diode. So hope you understood why the symbol is in this way. Okay. When in the introduction, I have told you that this indicates the current direction. Okay, so this is P and this is N. Only when it is forward biased, the current is flowing. When it is reverse biased, the current is not, it's very minimal current flowing. Okay, so that is the reason this symbol is in this way. Okay. And one more thing, I just want to come back to the ideal characteristics and mention here. Ideal characteristics and mention here. So if you observe the diode, when it is forward biased, how are you replacing? You're replacing with closed in the sense on here. When it is reverse biased, you're considering it to be open in the sense off. So diode can be used as on switch or off switch based on the biasing conditions. Okay, so if it is forward biased, you can replace the ideal diode with short circuit, and if it is reverse biased, you can open the diode with the open circuit. That is the reason diode can be used as switch. Okay, switch, the action of the switch is, see, if you want to turn on the fan, what you'll do, you'll just go and on it. Okay, when you on it, the circuit will be closed and the current will start flowing through the device, and that is the reason it will you're getting the output in the form of circular motion. Okay, so in the same way, when you off it, what happens, the current will be the circuit will become open. Okay, when the circuit becomes open, there won't be any current flow. Okay, so since there is no current flow, it will stop. Okay, so the diode can be used as on off switch. Okay, so this is what one more thing I just want to specify here. And based generally for the normal analysis, we'll consider the diode to be ideal case only. Ideal case in the sense, when it is forward biased, it will be considered to be closed, and when it is reverse biased, it will be considered to be open. Okay, any doubts you have here, you can ask me. Otherwise, like I have one more topic, but I will not be able to finish it. Okay, let me start it tomorrow only. Okay, so with this, I'll just stop my class, and if you have any doubts, you can ask me. And today I will be posting you the quiz. Okay, so make sure that you all attempt the quiz. Okay. Okay, ma.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so am I troubling you by giving quizzes and all?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So like that's what I have mentioned you already. I'll just give you the multiple choice questions only, so that it will become easy for you, and at the same time you'll be able to recall the class. Okay, so today I'll give. Yesterday I didn't have time to give, so today I'll give. Okay, so that's all for now. If anybody has got any doubts, you can ask me. And I've already mentioned the syllabus also. The syllabus will be until half wave rectifier. Syllabus will be until half wave rectifier. Okay, so that's all for now. If you have got any doubts, you can ask me. Otherwise, you can leave for the class. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah, Yashwant is there. Okay, he's not there. Amrita, Amrita, ye? Amrita?
Yes, ma'am.
No. See, are you understanding? Because these days you stopped responding.
No, ma'am, I had a little bit of network issues, so.
Okay. So are you able to understand the things?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you're able to hear me also, right? Properly.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hello, good morning, sir. ಸರ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇದು IIC ಇಂದ ಒಂದು ಈವೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್ ಆನ್ ಆಂಟ್ರಪ್ರಿನರ್ಶಿಪ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಒನ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಟರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ EC ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದೇ ಆಸ್ಕ್ಡ್ ಮೀ, ದೆನ್ ಐ ಸೆಡ್ I'll take permission from EC HOD sir and let you know. So I just called you to take permission from you, sir. ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್, ಯಾರು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಬರಲಿ ಸರ್, ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. Aditya, there is one event which is organized through QRights, okay, for IIC. So we want one student coordinator. Will you be able to coordinate? It is on, you have internship program, no? Internship presentation is there on 19th only, that program is also there. Okay. Yeah, not internship, mini project, no? Okay, fine. I'll talk to some other person. You will be busy there, no? Okay, so okay, fine. Okay, to call you, to ask you, I have called you, but later on I could recall that like you have that project presentation. Okay, no problem. I'll speak to some other person. Huh? Okay, thank you. Bye. Sriraj. Hello. Sriraj. Sriraj, I call you to ask something. See, there is one event organized from QRights IASC, innovations in institutions innovation council, something is there, okay? Through that we are organizing some event, okay? So for that we need one student coordinator, okay? So I just called you to ask will you be there? Okay, you can you please forward me your full name so that I'll give your name so that it will be printed on the banner also. Can you immediately, now itself? Okay, you have my number, right? Yeah, please send me immediately. Okay. Okay, thank you. Bye.
మా క్లాస్ అయిపోయింది.
నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ ఎన్నింటికి?
అయిపోయింది అన్ని క్లాసులు.
అవునా?
నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ ఎప్పుడంట? నీకు ఎప్పుడు?
నాకు మధ్యాహ్నం. అమ్మా లంచ్ బోండా తింటారా? పిచ్చి పిల్లలాగా షట్.
అమ్మ నేనైతే ఏం తింటలేదు అన్నం ఈరోజు.
అట్లా
అమ్మ ఐ బెగ్ యువర్ లెగ్స్. సాయి
అందరూ తినాలి కదమ్మా.
అమ్మ అయితే నేను ఓన్లీ కర్డ్ రైస్ తింటా.
సరే.
అమ్మ నాకు బోండా
నాకు పొద్దున్నే ఎంత ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది అయినా కానీ నేను చేస్తాను కదా.
అమ్మ ప్లీజ్ నేను పూజ కర్డ్ రైస్ తింటాను నేను.
In spite of puja and all, I prepared Nana.
I will eat curd rice.
Yes, Sapna. 12:32 మధ్యలో తినేద్దాం.
నేను అన్నం పెట్టిన ఇప్పుడే. ఎందుకు?
ఎందుకంటే ఏమంటారు నాకు వంటలు నాకు బిజీ ఉంటుంది నేను కూడా.
మళ్ళీ కింద పోయినప్పుడు ఇచ్చి రావాలి.
నువ్వు ఇచ్చినప్పుడు మళ్ళీ ఇప్పుడు
నేను ఇచ్చిన.
అమ్మా నేను ఎప్పుడే చెప్తున్నాను చూడు, ఎప్పుడైతే ఎక్స్ బాక్స్ ఆర్డర్ చేస్తామో అప్పుడు తీసుకుని మీకు ఆర్డర్ 120 జీబీది లేకపోతే 35 జీబీలో లేకపోతే 64 జీబీది పెన్ డ్రైవ్ ఆర్డర్ చేయాలి. ఎందుకంటే నాకు ఫిక్స్ చేయాలి. మనకు వచ్చేది 815 జీబీ అది ఎక్స్ బాక్స్ గా. ఈ ఎపిక్ గేమ్స్ అనేది 34 జీబీ తీసుకుంటుంది. ఎపిక్ గేమ్స్ 65 జీబీ తీసుకుంటుంది. I'm closing the door. Closing the door. ఏమైందమ్మా? ఇంకా ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది కదా.
గుర్తు చేశానమ్మా. సాయి పద్మజాన్ ఒకటి నేను నిన్న కొంచెం వదిలేసిన చూడు రా తిను. దొరికిందా తల్లి? నాకు ఆ పావు ఇక్కడ ఇచ్చేసి నేను తినేస్తా. స్వీట్ ఉంది ఇంకా చెప్పాలంటే.
నేను ఇది కొంచెం వేడి చేసుకుంటున్నా. ఓవెన్లో పెట్టానా? ఓవెన్లో పెడితే కొంచెం మంచిగా అవుతుంది. నేను అక్కడనే ఉంటాను. పిజ్జా కదేనే మనం యూజ్ చేసేది. నేను 3 తీసుకున్నాను. 3 తీసుకున్నాను. అదే డబ్బులు కావాలా? నియా. ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి కూడా 1 2 ఉన్నాయి. Very heat started to
ఇవాళ టేస్ట్ కనిపిస్తుంది తెలుసా ఇంకా. ఏంటమ్మా? ఏమవ్వదు, ఎందుకేమవుతుంది?
అమ్మ కాలేజ్ అనుకుంటాను మళ్ళీ. ఏమైనా అయింది అనుకోవచ్చు మళ్ళీ ఈరోజు. ఓకే, నేను హ్యాపీగా. నేను కొంచెం తక్కువ చేసినామా, మళ్ళీ ఇంకా వేడి కావాలంటే పెడతాం.
నీ ఇష్టం. However you feel comfortable.
రామా ఆల్రెడీ కాయిల్స్ అన్ని హీట్ ఎక్కిపోయింది. రామా
అవన్నీ చిన్న ఏం కాదు.
ఒకసారి చూడు, కాయిల్స్ ఆల్రెడీ హీట్ ఎక్కిందో టచ్ చేసి చూడు. అవన్నీ అదొక మనకి అయ్యిందా కాదు నూనె అది. ఇప్పుడే తినదు, అన్నంతో పాటు తిను. ఇంకా అయితే అన్నం తినేటప్పుడు తిను. ఇప్పుడు ఒకటి తింటున్నాను, ఇప్పుడు తింటా పెట్టేసుకున్నా.
బాగా సూపర్ ఉంది కదా నిన్నకైతే ఈరోజు. నిన్న నాకు తెలిసి ఏమవుతుందంటే చేసేటప్పుడు చూసి విసుగొచ్చినట్టు అవుతుందేమో. సార్ సార్ యాక్చువల్లీ 2015 స్కీమ్ వాళ్ళకి క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్ ఇది వీళ్ళకి అవ్వలేదు కదా సార్ పోర్షన్స్. అవునా, అంటే నేను లాస్ట్ టైం వాళ్ళకి థర్డ్ మాడ్యూల్లో కూడా కొంచెం ఇచ్చాను సార్. అంటే అక్కడికి ఆ పోర్షన్ వరకు ఫినిష్ చేసి ఇచ్చాను. ఎందుకంటే అప్పుడు అంటే పంపించిన అంటే అవును సార్, అందుకోసమే 1.5 మాడ్యూల్ ప్లస్ థర్డ్ మాడ్యూల్లో 6 మార్క్స్ క్వశ్చన్